Howdy, folks. Bagger here. I'm going to be sorry. I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to make sure I'm actually streaming. Looks like I am. So not sure why it's not showing up though. All right. There we go. So I'm live, and I forgot there's a delay. So I want to share. Sorry, I'm still new to this, and trying to. There we go. Trying to share this on the Twitters. So that maybe actually get some views. Oh, what's going on? There we go. Hashtag Kaldheim. MTG. Hashtag Kaldheim. Oop. All right, let's see if let's see what we get. So today I got a special thing going. It's not only do I got a box of the Kaldheim, but I also got my box of Hot Ones. So we're gonna open that one first because nobody probably cares about it, but I'm pretty excited. And I got the whatever the newest season is. I can't even remember now. 14 list of hot sauces. I'm a huge fan of Hot Ones. This is the first time I've actually done this, but I also bought a while back the Hot Ones Reebok shoes. They have chicken wings on the soles. They got the Scoville rating symbol that they use for the wing sauces on the tongue. It's got little Hot Ones symbols here. Overall, I thought they're pretty cool, and now I got those for myself for Christmas. So we're gonna open this real quick, and hopefully my dog doesn't bother us too much. Um, just to do, I thought it'd be kind of cool. I have a lot of people at work that love hot sauces and stuff, so they always like to do different challenges. So that's pretty cool. Comes with a sticker and another one from the company that sells it, Heatnist. So this looks like the hot one. This is Hot Ones, The Last Dab. Apollos, that's the hottest one. I think this must be the number 9, Eye of the Storm, or Eye of the Scorpion hot sauce. I wish these boxes kind of labeled what they were, what order they were. Maybe somewhere in there's a list in the box, or I'll just have to watch the different episodes. And we got more stickers. So we got Torchbearer sauces, Honey Badger, Honey Mustard, Killer, and then oh no, Da Bomb Evolution hot sauce. That's the one everybody says is the worst. Although this seems like a different flavor than what they actually have on the show. So we'll see how that works out. Oh no. Okay. My screen kind of froze. I thought something went wrong. Let's see. Now we've got Hellfire hot sauce and Mark's Barbados style hot sauce. Sauce picante style Barbade. All right. I don't 100% remember all of these in the episode that they showed all the different new flavors for this season. So I hope they didn't screw me up. We got Hot Ones Los Calientes hot sauce, and we've got Tears of the Sun Private Reserve Caribbean style ghost pepper sauce. Oh, I'm getting scared now. Although the hottest ones are already shown, so I shouldn't be too scared with some of these. I think these are the lower two now. And we've got two that I'm actually looking forward to. So this is Hot One's own, the classic hot sauce. I think that's the lowest heat one. But this one, I love me garlic hot sauce. So garlic and pepperoncini hot sauce. So I think that's like the second least hot one. That one's very liquidy. But we'll see. We've had guys at work do, and gals, I think we had a few of the ladies do it as well, do the chip, the Packy chip challenge, one chip challenge, and a few guys made it all of about like 15 minutes before they decided that they needed to throw up. I think everybody actually ate the whole chip that did it, just varying degrees of pain afterwards. So overall, it was a lot of fun. But now we're gonna get to what everybody is actually here for, I'm sure, and that is the Kaldheim. So let's move my mouse out of the way. And let's get started. This is actually my first unboxing on stream, so hopefully it doesn't go too poorly. Normally I just record these, but I figured, hey, this one is brand new. Let's try doing an actual stream of it instead, since not a whole lot of people have got to see it so far. So here we go. This set seems pretty awesome to me. I love the theme. I love snow. There we go. Speaking of snow-covered mountain. I played back in the day, long time ago, in the mid '90s, and so snow has always been a favorite of mine. And I was so excited in Modern Horizons when Snow made an appearance, and now super excited again. So, the Bears of Littjara, Simic Rare Saga, create a blue shapeshifter with Changeling, and then Chapter 2, any number of target shapeshifters you control have power toughness 4/4, and then 3, choose up to one target creature or planeswalker. Each creature with power 4 or greater you control deals damage to that to its power to that permanent. So that's pretty cool. The Trickster God's Heist for first uncommon, Avalanche Caller, and Frenzied Raider. We'll just kind of skim through these commons, unless I see something crazy that I like. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty excited. I mostly play Commander, so I'm looking forward to a lot of these cards that may not necessarily be good for Standard or Modern. I am kind of curious, though, where this box came from. This is made in Japan, so maybe we'll get good foils out of it. I was curious because the foils are on top, so I know a lot of the foreign, whether it's from Europe or Japan, they for some reason the order is different. That's what clued me in. So that's pretty cool. So maybe I'll actually get some good. Oh man, that is just awesome. Snow covered swamp. Uh, I really like the treatment, the snow treatment they gave these. The borders, pretty cool. Oh, there we go. There's a foil. It's a common, but Master Scald. Can't really see the foiling on it. Oh, there we go. There we go. But let's take a look at it. So far, that is super straight. So I may have to do a video on these, compare these Japanese ones, because I'm sure I'll end up with some that are made in the USA, and we'll see how much these change. I'm not going to sleeve it. I typically don't. I just store all my foils together in a box. I don't really do a whole lot of tournament play. I just do commanders, so I'm not too concerned of marked cards and whatnot. All right, though. First rare, or second rare, I guess, and first rare in this pack, Blightstep Pathway, one of the missing ones, and pretty excited for this one in particular. Rakdos is probably my most played commander color pairing, and then after that is Demir. But when you go to three color, I think Mardu is one of my top three color pairings or combinations. So we got a Lijara Glade Warden is a changeling shapeshifter. Icebind Pillar, snow artifact. It's kind of like an icy manipulator, except it's snow. Ooh, this one I like for commander. Replicating Ring. Add a mana of any color. It's a snow artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a night counter on it. And then if it has 8 or more counters, remove all of them and create 8 colorless snow artifact tokens named Replicating Ring. So if it sticks around for 9 turns, then you get 8 free mana rocks. So that's pretty cool. So Mistwalker, Searle's Packmate. I don't even remember seeing this. So Shimmerdrift Vale, it's a snowland, enters tapped, and you get to make it whatever color you want it. So that's pretty cool for a snow permanent to add to the field. Run amok. So cool. Yeah, I don't know if there's still enough support to just 100% go snow in any format, really. But with the new Sultai Snow guy, I may try to make a snow deck for Commander that's 100% snow. I like to do fun things like that. To me, are fun. We got Snow Covered Forest. Another foil. Another common, but it is foil. Raven form. Exile target artifact or creature. Its controller creates a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying, and it's got foretell for single blue mana. So I know a lot of people are like, why does blue now all of a sudden get the target artifact? And it's kind of the same thing with the last set where black got Feed the Swarm with target enchantment removal, but I don't know. I'm excited. Again, the card's relatively straight. It's got a little bit of a side to side curvature on it, but nowhere near so far as bad as Commander Legends. So we'll see if it stays that way or not. I live in California. Unfortunately, we are in the midst of a 3-day long rainstorm, which is probably more than we've got in the last, I don't know, 8 months. So we got Waking the Trolls, 6 mana saga and girl colors. Destroy target land. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, put target land card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Chapter 3, choose opponent. If they control fewer lands than you, create a number of 4/4 green troll warrior creature tokens with trample equal to the difference. So I don't think that's good enough to go into Ponza in Modern, but it is interesting. We got Gates of Istfel, so this is the Azorius land. It comes in tapped, but they've got each, I guess, guild pairing has its own land, and so this one seems pretty good. Sacrifice Gates, you gain 2 life. Who cares? But you draw 2 cards. So, I mean, it costs 5 mana plus this land to do it, but it seems pretty good overall. Batter Shield Warrior and more to the Frost. This one's also an interesting snow legend, although this one I probably wouldn't do as a snow deck, more of a just regular Simic deck. It's not super broken, but seems fun. I like shapeshifters and changelings, clones. So I run. If you watch my channel at all, you've seen that I play Garuda, one of my favorite decks. But Funeral Longboat, Vigilance, and Crew of One. Giant Ox. This one's pretty interesting. Crew's vehicles using its toughness rather than its power, so it can crew 6 required for the crew cost. So that's pretty decent. Not not super spectacular card overall, but if you're running a heavy Boros vehicles or something, Mardu vehicles, then yeah, it can be kind of neat. All right, we got one of our first snow dual lands, Woodland Chasm. It's the Golgari green, green black, and you know they enter tapped, but they are fetchable, and they're snow permanent. I don't know. I like them. I especially like the fact that they're common. I think that's super great. If they'd have been anything higher than that, it'd be super disappointing. But and I also like the fact that they just come in the basic land slot instead of some of the other lands, common lands that show up in the common spot instead of the basic land spot. So that's pretty cool. So we got Dream Devourer. I saw the Asian Avenger talking about making a deck with this and playing with it. Seems kind of fun, but not sure how good it's going to be. Uh, I think it'd be decent enough in Commander, maybe. I don't know. It kind of depends on how long it sticks around. I assume if you put something into exile with Foretell, that if this leaves, you still get to cast it from exile with Foretell. I don't really know. I don't know how that works. Like once it gets that ability, does it always have it? So if not, then it's a big risk. If so, then I think it could be pretty decent enough in Commander. I don't know about 60 card formats, but I also don't play a whole lot of 60 card format anymore. So yeah, I do want to try. Ooh, there we go. There's our first uh, showcase, and man, that looks good. I like that, and I'm pretty stoked about this. Like I said, Rakdos is one of my favorite color pairings. So when it enters the battlefield until your next turn, creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able, and attack a player other than you if able. So they basically goad 1 turn. And then when an attack creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. So that's pretty cool. So maybe I have to make a Goad Tribal. But I really like that border. That's pretty cool. Some more snow cards. And, oh, not the card I was thinking it was. Another Run Amok. There's the, in the words of Saffron Olive, the Bugler Rat, the new one. But I think it's like elf. It's an elf of some kind. Really excited for that. My favorite deck right now is Kroxa for Commander, and could always use another Bugler Rat. So we got another dual land. This is the Gruul one, Highland Forest. Ooh, look at you. I don't know how good this card's going to be, but it is pretty cool that it's not foiled, but it is the full art version of Nico Eris. And so when he enters battlefield, create X shard tokens. So his CMC, or sorry, their CMC is blue, blue, white, X. So whatever you pay into X is how many shard tokens you get, and they're basically like in kind of like clue tokens, but instead of artifacts, they're enchantments, and you get to um, scry one and then draw a card. But other than that, they cost the same, two to crack them. But the +1 up to one target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Whenever that creature deals damage this turn, return it to its owner's hands. So you can kind of use it for ETB effects or leave the battlefield effects. Then there's -1. Nico Eris deals 2 damage to target tapped creature for each card you've drawn this turn, and then -1, create a shard token. So I guess the full art version doesn't have the reminder text on what a shard token is, but that's what it is. It's an enchantment token that has 2 tap sacrifice, scry 1, draw a card. Believe. We'll see. We'll see if we get one token, because I haven't got one yet of the shard. So that was our mythic. So that's pretty cool. First mythic, we got Cole the Forge Master. Another good one for like Depala vehicles, probably is best place. Ooh, Path to the World Tree. It's enchantment. When it enters battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle your library. So that's the ETB effect for this 2 mana enchantment, and then it has 2 generic plus Wooburg colors. Sack it. You gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. Target opponent loses 2 life. It deals 2 damage to up to 1 target creature, and you get a 2/2 green bear. So it's a lot of things happening with this card. Not sure how playable that is, but it's interesting nonetheless. Shepherd of the Cosmos, 6 mana, flying. When it enters battlefield, return target permanent card with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it's really, really bad Sun Titan. But it has Foretell, so split up the cost. And it's a flying 3/3, so flying 3/3 for 4 that also returns something to the battlefield from the graveyard. Not awful, but not great either. There's a regular Raven form. Alright, let's go to the next pack. We got a Dragon Token. We got Snow Covered Forest. And then we got a Raiders Carve. Okay, I was like, I didn't know they made new rare one vehicles. It's not rare, it's a foil. So we've gotten 3 foils so far, and they've all been commons. Hopefully they don't stay that way, but looks pretty cool. It's a 4/4 vehicle. Crew 3, when it attacks, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may put it on the battlefield tap. So, interesting. Then we got, and again, it's in pretty good shape, pretty flat. We got a Rune Forge Champion for the rares, 3 mana. When it ETBs, you may search your library and or graveyard for a rune card, reveal it, put it in your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it, you may pay 1 rather than pay the mana cost for rune spells you can cast. So I wish there were more runes to actually make this great. Unfortunately, I think there's just a cycle. There's just 5, one of each color. I don't know why I got that weird Irish accent all of a sudden, but I did. So there we go. Here's a white rune to go along with them. Enchant permanent. So you can enchant any permanent on the battlefield. Yours, somebody else's, doesn't matter. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. And then, as long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it has lifelink. As long as enchanted permanent is an equipment, it has equipped creature has lifelink. So you can enchant anything. You can enchant a land, and it basically does nothing but draw cards. So 2 mana draw cards, not awful. So I really like these because of that. And then you get the added bonus of enchanting creatures or equipment to get even more effect out of it. So not a bad card. I like the runes. Oh, look at that. We got another rune. Rune of Might. Same thing. Enchant permanent. 2 mana. Enchant permanent. When it ETBs, draw a card, and then if it's a creature, it gets +1/+1 in trample. If it's equipment, it gives the equipped creature gets +1/+1 in trample. So I really like these runes personally. Oh, I'm putting these in the wrong spot. And then the last uncommon, we got Ascent of the Worthy. So first 2 chapters are the same. It's a 3 mana Orzhov plus generic. Choose a creature you control until your next turn. All damage that would be dealt to creatures you control is dealt to that creature instead. And then third chapter, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a flying counter on it. That creature is an angel warrior in addition to its other types. I really like that card. Again, I don't have enough practice in 60 card formats to think that that's probably going to be good, because it's probably not. It just doesn't do enough. So, but nonetheless, pretty cool. I really like most of the sagas I've been in this. We got a bird token, 1/1 bird. We got a snow-covered swamp. And then we've got a Tundra Fumarole. It's a snow sorcery for red, and a generic. Deals 4 damage to target creature planeswalker. Add a generic mana for each snow mana spent to cast this spell. Until end of turn, you don't lose the mana as steps and phases end. So, uh, if you have 3 snow lands or snow permanents that tap for mana, uh, basically you get 3 mana back. It's all colorless at that point, but if you got a big spell to do after this and enough lands to give you colored mana, pretty decent. I wish it hit any target, but still pretty decent. I like the card. Avalanche Caller, Fearless Liberator, and Forging the Tyrite Sword. First 2 chapters, create a treasure token. And then the last chapter, search your library for a card named Halvar, which is the white god of battle, or an equipment card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and shelf your library. So it's Boros, and first 2 chapters give you a treasure token. Not the greatest, but I think there's been worse sagas. So we've got a Pilfering Hawk, Dwarven Reinforcements, Augury, Raven. I guess it was just glare from my computer monitor. For some reason, the top of that card looked silver, and I was really confused. Unfortunately, I don't have a mount for my camera other than I'm sitting on top of my monitor, so I got a little bit of a blue glare from the screen from the background. You got snow-covered swamp. Maskwood Nexus. I am really looking forward to this for Commander. It's going to be probably a deck I play every once in a while. But I want to build this along with the World Tree, turning everything into my library into a god, and then just go ham. Get every creature out. Everything's going to have some kind of basically like there's not going to be any gods. The commander's going to be Corona the false god. It's going to be my godless god deck, and but everything's going to have some kind of when another creature of a certain tribe enters the battlefield, do this. Such as like Thieves Guild Enforcer, whenever a rogue ETBs or itself, each each opponent mills 2 cards. Well, every creature due to this is going to be a rogue, so if I have 15 or 20 creatures in a battlefield, that's 30 to 40 cards everybody's milling. Then have something like an ally that allows you to draw a card every time an ally enters the battlefield. Have just different ETBs like that, and so it should be pretty interesting, pretty fun. Um, it's basically if I go to activate and it happens and this stays on the battlefield and everything and nobody's got like torpor orb out, it should just win the game. But it's gonna win. I'm gonna try to make it to where I win the game like 15 different ways at one time. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'll probably get to pull it off once and never again because everybody will know what's happening. And but I'm really excited to pull that card. So cool. Arnie slays the troll. It's a Gruul, red green. Chapter 1, target creature you control fights up to one target creature you don't control. Chapter 2, add red, put 2+1/+1 counters on up to one target creature you control. Chapter 3, gain life equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. So, uh, Dwarven Hammer, and then Elven Bow. And a bunch of commons. Cat token. Oh man, that's a pretty cool looking cat. Like it's like a house cat in the woods. Snowfield Sinkhole. This is the Orzhov Plain Swamp dual land. Oh boy, everybody's favorite Valky. Also, so this is one of the gods, so it's double sided. That's what this little thing up here means. So that's side one. And then, so Valky, God of Lies, 2 mana. When Valky ETBs, each opponent reveals their hand. For each opponent, exile a creature card revealed this way until Valky leaves battlefield. Then you can pay X, choose a creature card, exiled with Valky with converted mana cost X. Valky becomes a copy of that card. Just a 2/1. But the flip side, oh boy, am I excited. Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter, 7 mana, 5 black red. As it starts off with 5 loyalty and it has a static ability. As Tybalt enters the battlefield, you get an emblem with you may play cards exiled with Tybalt Cosmic Imposter, and you may spend mana as though or mana of any color to cast those spells. So that's cool. +2, exile the top card of each player's library. So in Commander, that's 4 at usually 4 cards. Then that brings your loyalty to 7. You have a -3, exile target artifact or creature. So if that's the first thing you do, that brings your loyalty down to 2. But you get to exile something, and then you could even play it based on the emblem you got when Tybalt ETB'd. And then the -8, exile all cards from all graveyards. Add red, red, red. I really, really love this card. I think this card would be really good in my Rakdos Kroxa deck. However, I want to just build Tybalt on its own. Oh, by the way, that's the symbol. If it's got 2 stars or triangles, that means it's the backside. And you can also tell because it's got the mythic symbol and there's no foil hologram, whereas on the front, it has a foil hologram. So, super excited to get that. I can't wait. I've got some collector boosters coming, and I'm also like really hoping the foiling's not anywhere near as bad. So there's our normal border Carter Durham Scourge. That was the one we got the showcase art for. So pretty cool, man. That was a pretty sweet pack. Got a Mythic Rakdos card. Got the Uncommon Rakdos card. just overall, that was an exciting pack to me. In fact, both of our other uncommons were black and red as well. It was like that pack was destined to be good. I also picked up some pre-release kits. Me and some of my friends are going to do some pre-release this weekend at home. Glacial Flood Plan. That's the Azorius. We got another foil. This one is an uncommon this time. There we go. Blizzard Brawl. Snow Sorcery. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. If you control 3 or more snow permanents, the creature you control gets +1/0 and indestructible till end of turn. Then those creatures fight each other. So that's pretty cool. I really like that card. Blood on the Snow. 6 mana Snow Sorcery. Choose one, destroy all creatures, or destroy all planeswalkers. Then return a creature or planeswalker card from with CMC cost X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of snow mana spent to cast a spell. So, one of the cool things I do like is that these I don't think any of these snow spells require snow mana to cast them. They just kind of give you a benefit for casting them with snow mana, or they have abilities that cost snow mana. So that's pretty cool. It means that they can't just go in any deck. So I like that. They have to still go into a color, still have like color pie not restrictions, but for commander color identity restrictions, but you don't have just like a bunch of Arkham Astrolabes and stuff like that. So we have another Rune of Might, Crush the Weak, and a Blood Sky Berserker. All right. We got the Volatile Fjord. It's the Izzet Snow Duel. We've got another foil. This one's another uncommon. Colossal Plow. 2 mana vehicle. It's a 6/3. Crew of 6. So the Ox works well with this. Whenever Colossal Plow attacks, add 3 white mana and gain 3 life. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. So, pretty neat card. Definitely have to be playing a vehicle deck to make that even remotely worth playing. And even then, probably only something like Commander, where you might have slot for something that's not spectacular. So we got Rally the Ranks as an enchantment, 2 mana, white, and a generic. As Rally the Ranks at ETBs, choose a creature type. Creatures you control the chosen type get +1/+1. So, little Anthem effect. Weathered Runestone, pretty good card, I think. It's similar to Grafdigger's Cage, but it's non-land permanent cards instead of just creatures. So non-land permanent cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. And then the second half is the exact same as Grafdigger's, which says players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. So pretty cool. I like it. But I like to play a little bit of stacks every now and then, so that's pretty cool. Doomscar Titan and Spectral Steel. And we got a bunch more commons. Go. We got Elf Warrior token. Snow-covered island. Oh boy, this guy's been making some waves. Tybalt's Trickery. This is I love this card. Pretty much every aspect of this card. The artwork is phenomenal. So, uh, Anna. Oh man, I'm gonna mispronounce this, and I apologize. Anna Pod Podedwarna. Amazing job. That art is just. I wish I could get that in better focus. Just great. But so Tybalt's Trickery, red and a generic, 2 mana, instant speed, counter target spell. So just straight up counter a spell. Choose one, two, or three at random. Its controller mills that many cards. The controller of the spell that was countered. Then exile cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card with a different name than that spell. They may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then they put the exiled cards on the bottom of their library in a random order. So at a minimum, you're just gonna counter a spell and you're gonna mill some cards, whether it's one, two, or three, and then it's kind of like a counter spell slash chaos warp for anything rather than just putting a permanent onto the battlefield. From the top of the library, so they get it. They get to keep going until they hit a non-land permanent and then cast it. So a little bit different than Chaos Warp, but man, I love this spell. It's just awesome. I love Chaos. Chaos is one of my favorite archetypes in Commander. However, I'm not like I like Chaos, but I like to win. Uh, like I don't like to just be chaotic and dirtle and cause everybody misery. I actually I can't I don't like people that play decks that are just there to either uh, I just want the person playing them just wants to be involved in the game and doesn't really care at all other than the fact that they're playing their cards. Like I like to have purpose, so usually my decks are half chaos, half group slug. But I just love this card. It's amazing, and I think if I were smart, I'd sell it right now because I think it's going to have a pretty hefty price tag on it for a while, and then it's going to drop eventually. But I'm going to keep it. Port a Carfell. This is a Demir one. Sacrifice it. Mill 4 cards, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I like it. Frost Augur, and a non-foil Colossal Plow. So there we go. Cool, cool, cool. So far, I've gotten quite a few cards that I've won. Like we got Tybalt, we got Tybalt's Trickery. Can't go wrong with the Planeswalkers. I don't really know how well Nico Eros is going to do in any format, but it seems like a fine enough card, and can't complain about a Mythic. Oh, that's not true. Spoken Tree of Perdition. Uh, so we got Immersturm Predator. 4 mana Vampire Dragon. So I like those creature types. 3/3 for with flying. When it enters battle, I'm sorry. When it becomes tapped, exile up to one target card from any graveyard and put a +1/+1 counter on it. Sacrifice another creature. It gains indestructible till end of turn, and then tap it. So kind of like a regenerate almost at the cost of sacking something. So pretty interesting. But I also like the whenever it attacks, it just grows. I can't imagine you not having a single card in any graveyard by the time that gets to attack. So we got Rune of Sustenance, the Trickster God's Heist. I don't think we went over this one. So this is kind of weird how the Trickster God, I'm assuming that's supposed to be in relation to Tybalt, could be wrong, is Dimir color instead of Rakdos. But the abilities makes sense. So I'm fine with that. It's just interesting to me. Um, we got another Frost Auger and all our commons. All right. Ugh. I'm gonna take off my hoodie real quick. Just making a mess of the cards. How's everybody doing, by the way? We've just been getting hammered with rain over the last couple days and wind. Oh, really, it's the wind. The rain is annoying, especially for my dog. She wants to go outside all the time, which, she can go in the backyard anytime she wants, but then I have to deal with the rain, water or mud in the house from her coming in and out. But then she wants to go for walks all the time, and I'm like, there's like 40-mile-an-hour winds out there, and it's raining sideways, upside down, downside up, and just all at the same time. I don't feel like it. And I've been stuck working. I've been at work every day for the last 10 days, and we got another foil. Arnie slays the troll. And so, not super excited about. I've been working nights actually for the last almost week. So, Blessing of Frost, 4 mana snow sorcery, distribute X +1/+1 counters. You go to the number of snow mana spent, and then draw a card for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. So, but good thing is I have the next week off, so hopefully the rain stops and I can go out. I don't mind the wind so much, except I need to get my oil changed. I normally do it myself, but my driveway is full, so I have to do it in the driveway. I'm sorry, my garage is full, so I have to do it in the driveway, and it's just too windy out. Start draining the oil, and it just ended all over the driveway, so not very cool. So I can't do that. We got Finn the Fangbearer. This card I like. I like a lot. I really like that I got it in Showcase. And so it's a 2 mana, 1/3 legendary creature, human warrior with Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, that player gets 2 poison counters. So pretty cool. And some of my friends might be like, "What? You like that card?" Because I absolutely hate Infect. It's not so bad. I'm getting more and more okay with it now that I've been playing longer and longer, and I like to play. I guess different types of win cons other than just straight damage. So, I'm gonna grab my camera real quick. There we go. Especially most of my friends play with significantly higher power CEDH level decks, and I like to play medium to high power. Icy Manalith. I don't even know what makes that. Token Snow Artifact. Icy Manalith. Huh. I don't know. I don't even know what makes that. Snow covered plains. Oh boy. Not foil, but Asika, God of the Tree in the Showcase art. It's a 1 green, so 3 CMC, legendary creature god, 1/4 vigilance, add 1 mana of any color. Other legendary creatures you control have vigilance and add 1 mana of any color. But the exciting side. The Prismatic Bridge. Wooburg, legendary enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature or planeswalker card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I really like that. It's just the art is amazing. The showcase, I love these showcase, but I kind of want to build this for Commander, and I may build it online only because I think at least 2 or 3 people in my play group, and we're only like 7 people that are building it different ways, but they're building it. So, I I don't know if eventually I might build it in paper once we can go out more in public and play more against more people. But when it's just our small play group getting together, um, doesn't doesn't really seem very cool. So one interesting thing I read about all of these sagas, the art for these were commissioned, and the way they commissioned them is they were all actually carved in wood and then painted. So every single one of these is actually a wood carving, or the original, and then they turned that into the artwork for these. So that's pretty cool. Uh, I don't know. I think it was every single one of them. Some of them look almost photographed, like a photograph. Like there's the one where it's the Rakdos one, I think, that's got like the arm sleeve tattoo. That one almost looks like it's a picture, like a photograph picture, and so pretty crazy to me. Another icy manolith. I still haven't figured out what makes those. Alpine Meadows, the Boros duel, In Search of Greatness. A lot of people are like, yeah, this card's just meh, and I like it. I mean, especially if you get it down turn two, it doesn't even matter to me. Um, Getting a free scry one every turn seems pretty good, because it's before your draw step, and it's just 2 mana, and getting to scry one every turn, starting on turn two, possibly in a commander game, at a minimum, or getting to toss something out there. Because don't forget, so let's say you play land, pass, land, play this, pass on your next upkeep, you can put down a Bird of Paradise because the highest CMC other than this that you have is a land, which is 0. So you get to throw down a 1 drop for free. Then the next turn, you get to throw down a 2 drop and then a 3 drop. Or just scry and then set up for the next turn, possibly, by allowing you to put stuff that you don't want on the bottom of the library. You get to dig a little deeper so that you can maybe make use of the free spell. Or if you need lands, you can just scry something you can't cast to the bottom and get a land out. I don't know. I like this card a lot. Is it going to be spectacular in every deck? No. Is it going to be good in some decks? I think so. Um, I don't know. I don't really play a whole lot of green, so it'll be hard for me to find a deck for this because of that. Although I may try playing it in my Gore Muldruk deck. So it's a Simic deck, the one that makes salamanders. I don't know. I got to get that thing up. Right now, it's a super fun deck to play. I've won a few games with it, um, but the whole point of the deck, the way I built it, well, not the whole point. It's got 2 points. One, make as many salamanders as possible. Whether or not I win the game doesn't matter. I want to make as many salamanders as possible. And then I also have a sub theme of landfall. So I may get rid of some of that stuff and just try to make it a little bit more control slash as many salamanders as I can make and give to people so that they either and then I have effects that make people attack, where all their creatures have to attack. So I mean, sure they can attack swing at me, but I have protection from all their salamanders. And then I don't know. It's a fun deck. We'll see. But Tomer, Budget Commander, has been talking so much smack about him that I'm going to try to make it more powerful, just so I can prove to him how awesome the deck can be. Um, as much fun as I like it right now, I got to make it better, just so that I can be like, see, Showdown of the Scalds. Exile the top 4 cards of your library till the end of turn. You may play those cards. Chapter 2, 3. Whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That one is actually one of my. I think it's strong just for Chapter 1. I wish, though. Oh, it does say until the end of your next turn. I don't know. It's basically draw 4, but then they go away at the end of your next turn. So, I mean, it's not bad, but you probably don't want to play. The problem with that card is you probably don't want to play it early game, because you may not have the ability to cast 4 spells with it. So, I don't know. Nico Defies Destiny. Saw it coming. This one I like as well for Foretell. Anti-counterspell. Boreal Outrider. Bunch of commons. Yay. Alright. It looks like we might be about halfway through this box. I've been going pretty slow, but it's all good. We're at about 55 minutes. Got snow-covered plains. Alright. We got another god in Burgi, God of Storytelling. This is the rare red. 3 mana. When you cast a spell, add red. Until end of your turn, you don't lose this mana. It steps phase in. Creatures you control can boast twice. Nobody cares about that. Then the flip side is Harnfell, Horn of Bounty. Discard a card. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. That actually seems pretty strong. Either way, I like the card. I've seen some potential storm off abilities with it, so that's pretty cool. That give you basically like infinite mana, infinite red mana. So we'll see. So Carter's Vicious Return, Crush the Weak, and Clarion Spirit, followed by our commons. I'm gonna try to go. I may not even show the rest of the commons just because. Trying to get through this video / stream that's been a super amount of time on here. We got a Dwarf Berserker. We got a Snow-Covered Mountain. We got another foil. I was like, oh, it's a common. So, Carfell Kennel Master. When it enters battlefield, up to 2 target creatures each get +1/0 and indestructible till end of turn. I think that's pretty good. Ooh, look at you. We got a Haunting Voyage. 6 mana. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever cast this spell, but it is a full art mythic. Haunting Voyage. 4+ black. Choose a creature type. Return up to 2 creature cards of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield. Doesn't target, so that's cool. If the spell was foretold, return all creature cards of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield instead, with a foretell cost of 5 black. So, this is one of the few where the foretell cost is more than the normal CMC. But in this case, at least, and I would assume the others, if there are any, the foretell of casting from foretell is a bigger, better effect than just casting a spell, which is why it costs more. So, and again, it doesn't. There's no reminder text on the full art. Foretell, you foretell for 2 generic mana, and basically exile it face down, and then you can cast it for the foretell cost. So, pretty cool. So, I mean, I'm not doing too bad on the mythics. I got 2 full arts and a showcase, and then probably my favorite mythic on top of that with the Tybalt. So. We got Turgid's Shadow and a Valkyrie's Sword, followed by Narfi, Betrayer King. I like this card a lot for 2 reasons. It's snow, and it's a Dimir zombie. So, and a Dimir zombie lord that also gives your snow creatures to lord your snow creatures too. So you can pay. So it's a 3 blue-black for a 4/3 legendary snow creature zombie wizard. Text says other snow and zombie creatures you control get +1/+1. Then it has an ability, pay 3 snow mana, return Narvi Betrayer King from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So right now I don't think there's any way unless you... I gotta look. I know there's cards from Cold Snap or Ice Age that allow you to turn other things into snow permanents, but I don't know if it's any permanent or just lands or just creatures. Um, but if you can turn, say, an Ashnod's Altar into a snow permanent, then you have the potential for some infinite infinite ways to sack and return this guy with some other stuff. You know, it won't just be like a 2-card combo, 2 or 3 card combo. It definitely takes some work to get it done. But I'm excited about it. That was actually one of my most. Is probably one of my first higher power decks. Is a Dimir zombie storm deck. It's not. It's kind of a zombie tribal, but it's not a go wide and beat down zombie deck. It's legitimately a storm deck. That's the whole point to do it. But the ways you go about storming off can also allow you to do some pretty crazy go wide things. You know, as a backup plan. So it's not like just all in on the storm. So pretty cool. I like it. All right, there we go. We got another pathway. This one is the Simic one. Bark Channel Pathway with a Tide Channel Pathway. And I really like kind of how they're doing the secret lair for these. The ultimate secret lair, where it's got all the ones from Zendikar Rising are going to be in a Kaldheim art, and then the ones from Kaldheim are going to have the Zendikar Rising art, so you can actually have all of them in one art style. So I think that's pretty cool. Inga Rune Eyes, Rune of Mortality, and a Blizzard Brawl. Just go through there, make sure there's nothing crazy, broken, miscut, misprint, or anything like that. Even common misprints can sometimes fetch a few bucks, so always good enough to look in there. I think I'm still part of the misprint group on Facebook. I don't really pay attention to it much though these days, just because I buy so much sealed product now, just for videos and streams, and then I enjoy it. So I love cracking packs, so that's cool. We got Glacial Floodplain in foil. All right, first foil dual land. I like it. Followed by, ooh, so much spice. I really like this card, and I like the fact I got it in showcase. Turgid, God of Fright, 3 mana, black, legendary creature god, 4/5 power toughness with menace, and then whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I thought about building this, and there's some really nasty things you can do with this card, but I'm not going to. What I am going to do, and I'm super excited I got this in showcase, oh, it's just gorgeous, is put it in my Kroxa deck, my Kroxa discard theme deck. And then Turgid's Lantern. I even like this. 3 and a black for a legendary artifact. Tap, target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice an online permanent or discard a card. And then you can pay 3 in black and untap. So I don't really have any infinite mana combos in that deck, but I really love that card. Oh, wow, this is a pretty crazy pack. Got another showcase art. Uh, Man, let's try to get that in more in focus. Maya, Brigade Protector, 2 green, white, white. Human warrior, other creatures you control get +1/+1. Then basically landfall, create a 1/1 white human white warrior creature token, 2/3. It's pretty cool. And then return upon the tide. Then our commons. Don't really see anything messed up, but I got a pop up. It came up on that screen, so I'm gonna get rid of that real quick. Yeah, that was a pretty exciting pack. Got the foil dual land, the Turgid showcase, the second showcase. That's pretty good pack. Whoa, once you open, there we go. Ooh, a Kaya token. Kaya, the Inexorable Emblem. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a legendary spell from your hand, from your graveyard, or from among cards you own in exile without paying its mana cost. I really like this Kaya. Kaya has always been my favorite Planeswalker. And I think that's because when I finally came back to Magic, it was Conspiracy Take the Crown just came out. In fact, I basically came back the week before it came out. I was visiting family. We went to the shop and did the original Conspiracy draft, in preps just to have fun, in preps for the following weekend when Take the Crown came out. And so when we went back the next weekend and did a draft of the Take the Crown. I think that was my pack one pick one was Kaya Ghost Assassin, and I just loved it. I'd never seen a Planeswalker before. I didn't even know how it worked. Never even heard of them before. It just looked so cool, and I was like, I'm picking this. I don't know what to do with this card, but I'm taking it. And ever since then, Kaya has always been my favorite Planeswalker. Just, just really the that card itself is really cool. What it does, the design of it is really awesome. Not super powerful, but just really awesome nonetheless. And I don't know. Always liked it, so pretty excited about that. And we got Sarulf Realm Eater. This one seems interesting too. Like it could be really strong, but people are going to want to kill it right away, I think. Uh, Skemfar Elder Hall, Kaya's Onslaught, where she's killing Vorinclex, and Vega the Watcher. That's also another one that seems pretty interesting. Um, I do have a blue-white Flyers deck and an Esper Flyers Matters deck, so may go in one of those or both of those. But it definitely won't be a commander for replacement for those decks because it doesn't really have the right theme. But still cool. Oh, all right. We got a Tyrite Sanctum. It's a land. Comes in untapped. Tap to add a colorless mana. Pay 2. Tap. Target legendary creature becomes a god. In addition to its other types, and then also put a +1/+1 counter on it. And then pay 4. Tap. Sacrifice Tyrite Sanctum. Put an indestructible counter on target god. Don't know how spectacular that's going to be, but interesting. Dual Strike. I kind of like this card. No. Yeah. So it's 2 mana. It's red for an instant. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell with converted mana cost 4 or less this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy, and it has foretell cost of red. So I really like this card. Uh, especially like, I don't know. I think in modern it's pretty decent. Maybe in burn, sure. You may I don't know. I don't play. I definitely don't play burn, and I definitely don't. I haven't played modern in about a year and a half, 2 years almost now, probably. Um, but it seems decent. I don't know if in burn if you can afford to take two, take a turn off to foretell this. Uh, but then you cast it for one, and then your lightning bolt. You get two lightning bolts for the price of, you basically get an extra free. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's awful. Uh, but I also have an Is It deck I've been kind of working on for Commander that's all about copying spells. It's going to be an awful deck, but it might be fun. Um, it's like extra turn slash copy spells slash copy extra turn spells. Uh, it's probably going in there. What was a foretell marker for putting things into foretell, kind of like we had the adventure card from Eldraine. Snow-covered plains. We got the Brine Barrow Intruder. It's a foil, common. 1 mana, 1 blue mana for flash. When it enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent control gets -2/-0 till end of turn. It's a 1/2. So, all right, we got another god. Cosima, God of the Voyage, 2 plus a blue for a 2/4 legendary creature god. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile Cosima. If you do, it gains whenever land enters the battlefield under your control. If Cosima is exiled, you may put a Voyage counter on it. If you don't, return Cosima to the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, and draw X cards, where X is the number of Voyage counters on it. So, I really like this card. Like, I just want to build. It's kind of a unique thing. I think there's better mono blue commanders out there, but seems pretty cool. And then the backside is a vehicle, the Omen Keel, for 1 and a blue. It has crew of 1 and it's 3/3 power toughness. And then whenever a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, that player exiles that many cards from the top of their library. You may play lands from among those cards for as long as they remain exiled. Uh, so it kind of gives you a way to ramp in mono blue, uh, which I mean, there's other ways, but it seems pretty good. I like it. I like the card overall, and I'm interested in making a mono blue commander deck out of it. Um, I don't know. I've seen some other people talking about doing it a lot more combo-y than what I want to do, and I just want value out of it. I don't want to be like mono blue counterspell tribal. I just yeah, I don't know. I was thinking mono blue extra upkeeps, and that way I can just not extra. Is it extra upkeeps I want? Maybe it's not extra upkeeps. I don't know. Maybe that was a different deck I was thinking of. We got Snow Covered Island. Ooh, I went too fast. We got a rare Doomscar. 3 white sorcery. Destroy all creatures with a foretell of 1 white. So I think this card is phenomenal. Um, especially Commander, where it's easy to get it down, where you don't necessarily need it or want it yet. You can just foretell it away, and it's just there until somebody plays a Dranic Magistrate, and then you're screwed. But I guess that could technically happen in Standard as well. But I don't know. I really like this card. Hey, what's up, Angel? Sorry, I don't know how long you've been there. I got some cool stuff. Just got this thing. I like this card. How about you? I'll show you what you might have missed. We got Svella Ice Shaper, red, green, and a generic. No, I didn't buy any set boosters. I did. I got some regular draft boosters and some collector boosters. but the only thing I've got in so far is this. So I got this one box of regular. So we got Svella Ice Shaper, legendary snow creature, troll warrior, 2/4, and again it's in the showcase, so that's pretty cool. 3 tap, create a colorless snow artifact token named Icy Manolith. Oh, there we go. That's what makes these guys. I couldn't figure it out. And then 8 mana tap. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may cast a spell among them without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom. That seems like a lot of mana. Oh, for some reason I thought it was double-sided. How do you feel about between draft boxes versus set booster boxes? I'm not sure. I do like the little extra stuff you get in the set boosters, um, but value-wise, I don't really know if there's. I still haven't decided whether I buy so much that I don't think the value change is I'm going to see it really. But I don't know. I do like the art cards, so that's pretty cool. I didn't even think about it. I keep forgetting they even exist, honestly. I think I've got one box, maybe, I think, a set box of every set that's come out. I might have to buy one. So we got the Helm, another land, and Bound in Gold. And then a bunch of commons. But yeah, so far what I got some mythics. I got a full art Haunting Voyage. Not a spectacular card, but it's full art mythic. I got this sweet Asika God of the Tree in the showcase art, which flips over to the 5-color enchantment. That's really cool. And then my favorite card, we got the Valky, which turns into Tybalt. Yeah. And then we got Nico Eris full art, so pretty cool. For rares, we got the Doomscar, the Cosima. I really want to build Cosima. Oh, this nasty thing, Turgrid. I don't think I'm going to build it as a commander, but definitely going in the 99 of my Croxa deck. We also got Bergie, God of Storytelling. I really like this card. I don't know how good it's going to be, but in Search of Greatness, we got that. I got one Tybalt's Trickery so far. We'll see if we get any more. I got the half of the Maskwood Nexus. I got half of the God combo. And that might be it for good ones. I got a couple of the new pathways, so I got the Rakdos one and a couple of the other ones. So yeah, it's been a pretty good box so far, and I still got another. It looks like maybe 12 more packs left. I haven't got anything exciting in foil yet. I think 2 uncommons, 3 uncommons, and the rest are commons. So maybe I'll get a rare mythic foil still yet to come. Today I'm just going to be cracking one box total. I actually got a case of collector boosters and a case of regular draft boosters. So I'm going to be cracking all those. With the exception of one, I'm saving one of these draft boosters. I also got some pre-release kits, so we're gonna try to do a pre-release and with some prize support that we're all gonna chip in for. So I'm getting my money back from everybody that's buying in, and then that way we can have a little bit of fun. But yeah, so 6 boxes of each, and then we'll see what happens. Oh, and 2 fat packs. Got to get the crazy cool spin down die. But we'll see what happens. Treasure tokens look pretty cool. I like all those pretty jewels in there. And I like how, ooh, another mythic. Tyvar Kell, elves you control, tap, add black, So that's a static, and then +1, put a +1/+1 counter on up to one target elf. Untap it. It gains Death Touch until end of turn. 0, create a 1/1 green elf warrior, and then -6, you get an emblem with whenever you cast an elf spell, it gains haste until end of turn, and you draw 2 cards. That's pretty cool. Yeah, never trust an elf. I don't. I've never really built an elf deck. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that, folks. Um, I've never really built an elf deck. I guess you could say the closest I've come to it is playing Ponza that has Arbor Elf in it. I don't know if that counts or not. I hit my desk and knocked the camera down, so my bad. I'll go through these. Still haven't seen any misprints or anything, so that's pretty cool. And I don't know if you saw earlier. So this box is actually from Japan. So the foil quality is actually pretty good so far. I haven't sleeved anything. Some of these might have like a slight curve to them, like super slight, and I think it's more just the packing. I think it's not any worse than some of the non-foil cards. So yeah, you see what happens with elves. Yeah, the elves are bad. Um, but I think it's an interesting card. Especially they've been really pushing Golgari elves, so I think it's going to be a really good card and just a Golgari elf ball deck. Um, so we'll see. I don't play. Uh, but yeah, what I was gonna say is I like how the common snow duels come in the land slot and not shoved inside a common slot. So that's pretty cool. And I like the fact that they're common as well. Uh, Righteous Valkyrie, Angel Cleric, 2/4 flying. Whenever another Angel or Cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness as long as you have 7 life more than your starting life. Creatures you control get +2/+2. Yeah, the duels are in the land slot, so that's pretty cool. Because there are a few uncommon lands, and I think common lands as well. But they're not basics or the duels, and those come in the common slot. So I was really excited when I saw that the dual lands come in the land slot. So really exciting. Um, Poison the Cup. For some reason, I see Amonkhet or Our Devastation out of this card. It looks Egyptian to me, not Norse. Maybe it's the weird collar thing and the no shirt, but it looks Egyptian to me. What do you think? Forging the Tyre Sword. We saw one of those before. But been pretty lucky. No, I haven't seen any misprints, no miscuts. For the most part, the centering's been pretty spot on for all of these cards. The foils are flat, so pretty good overall quality. Granted, like I said, this box is from Japan, so we'll see how any of the American cards come out compared to Snow-Covered Swamp. And it's hard to do these justice. I think these look a lot better in person, and these aren't even foil. But just they look really good. I like the snow treatment of the art, the framing, and the whatever you call it. Ooh, there we go. And that's a pretty good one. That's a foil. Foil rare, Glorious Protector. I really like this card. It's got flash, flying. It's an Angel Cleric for 4 mana, 3/4, or Foretell for 3. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile any number of non-angel creatures you control until Glorious Protector leaves the battlefield. To me, this seems like a really good board wipe protection. I just really like this card. And it's in foil, so that's cool. I ordered a draft box to store and a set box to crack, but I don't know. I feel you're short of card. So you might crack them both, or oh, that's a cool pickup too. Toski, Bearer of Secrets in the showcase. Maybe I'll go Squirrel Tribal. It's a 1/1 Squirrel legendary. Can't be countered. It's indestructible. It attacks each combat fable, and whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. I really like it. It's definitely pretty memey. I think it fit better in the 99 of most decks than anything else, but um, really cool card and really cool artwork. Uh, and I don't know if you were here when I said this earlier, but I'm pretty sure all the Saga art was actually, when they commissioned it, they're all wood carvings, and then they were painted. They painted the wood carvings, so that's why some of these look like photographs, and I think that's why is because they had to take pictures of the wood carving and then put that onto the card. So I think that's pretty cool. Um, Frost type, Frostpire Arcanist. Provoke the Trolls. I really like this card too. I don't know, it was just because of the name. Uh, but it deals 3 damage to any target. If a creature is dealt damage this way, it gets +5/+0 until end of turn. So, I don't know. It cost a lot. I wish it was like maybe 2 mana or 3 mana. But pretty cool card, I think. Go through these commons. All right, looks like we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8th pack. We got 8 packs left. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it was gonna. I've already been on here for an hour and 26 minutes. All right. Ooh, another foil rare. We got a Draugr Necromancer. It's a snow creature zombie cleric for 3 and a black, 4/4. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it with an ice counter on it. You may cast spells from among cards in exile your opponents own with ice counters on them, and you may spend mana from snow sources as though they were mana of any color. I like that. That's pretty cool. Oh, and we got an Arnie Broken Brow. It's a 2 and a red for a 3/3 legendary human berserker. Has haste and boast for 1. You may change Arnie Broken Brow's base power to 1 plus the greatest power among other creatures you control until end of turn. So that's pretty cool. And I really love this showcase art. Divine Gambit, the best worst card in the set, I think. Oh, no worries. I I think you're the first person that's actually watched me. And this is the second time. This is the first time I've noticed you watching, so that's pretty cool. I really like these lands too. I almost wish they didn't come in tapped, but I think they're still pretty strong. Maybe not for modern or anything, but I mean, pay 4 mana, sack it. It deals 3 damage to target player. That player discards a card. Activate anytime you cast sorcery. So like, I'm pretty sure that's going in my Croxa deck. Ruined Crown. And then we got all our commons. I think the last time I streamed, I can't remember what I was streaming. If I was streaming Magic or if I was streaming World of Warcraft, I had some viewers, and it was basically bots trying to get me to pay them to have fake viewers and whatnot. And I was like, leave me alone, leave my stream, please. I'm not going to be paying you to get more subscribers and viewers. But Battle for Bredegard, I think I've seen that one so far already. Giant's Amulet. Rune of Speed. I really like these runes. I just wish there were more of them. It seemed like it was going to be a bigger part of the set of of cards, but then they only made one of each color, and it just, I don't know, it seemed like it had a lot more potential than what they gave it. So I'm kind of sad about that, but um, you could be a really good bot. Uh, do you want to treat? I have some dog bones. Skimfar Shadow Sage. And then we get our Grim Draugr and the rest of our commons. Alright, so I'm going to take these out of the box to get this box out of the way. So 3, we're down to our last 6 packs. Also, you missed the first part of the stream, which started off with me. When I got back from picking this up, I had a box on my doorstep, and it was my. I bought the next season of hot sauces from Hot Ones, and so I opened that up. Um, Replicated ring, pretty cool. I only need 8 more of those to go. Snow-covered mountain. Ascendant Spirit. I like this card as well. So pretty cool. It's the first one of these I got. I'd never played or saw any of the other ones that were similar to this in the past that were like hybrid mana. Um, but pretty cool. I like what it does. Yeah, let me finish this pack and I'll pick one of them up and show it to you. Ooh, the 3 seasons. I haven't seen this one yet. So pay 1 and mill 3, or I'm sorry, chapter 1, mill 3. Chapter 2, return up to 2 target snow permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Chapter 3, choose 3 cards in each graveyard. Their owners shuffle those cards in their libraries. And it's a 2 mana. Strategic planning. Let's see. Where's one of the good sauces? So we got Hot Ones. So I don't know if you know the show or not, but Hot Ones is Sean Evans does an interview while him and the person he's interviewing are eating hot wings, and each hot wing, there's 10, is a different sauce, and it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter as it goes on. And I think this is actually like the lowest heat one they have of this season. And so each season they do like different sauces and stuff, and this is the hottest one, and it's their own, and it's called The Last Dab, and pretty hot stuff from what it's supposed to be. So I know a lot of people from my job. They like to do different challenges and stuff. Like they did, a bunch of people did the Pocky chip, the 1 chip challenge and things like that. So I thought it'd be cool to get these. Maybe I'd cook some wings up at work or something and see how many people want to try these and stuff like that. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, I can't open this thing. Why? Oh, geez. I'm gonna have to use some scissors, I guess. Yeah, I thought it'd be pretty cool. So we'll see what happens with it, though. Maybe nobody will want any, or maybe everybody wants some, and I don't have enough. Dwarf Berserker. We got an Alpine Meadow. Ooh, look at that. Another Mythic. Resplendent Marshal. 3 mana. White, generic. Angel Warrior. 3/3 power toughness. Flying, when it enters battlefield or dies, you may exile another creature card from your graveyard. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control other than Resplendent Marshal that shares a creature type with the exiled card. So that's pretty cool. I like that. So at a minimum, you'll get at least 1 +1/+1 counter. And then if it dies, you get a second one. But if somebody exiles it, you still get the ETB trigger, hopefully. Yeah, a lot of angels. Oh, there we go. Morit of the Frost. Simic, Shapeshifter Changeling. I think I got one of these earlier, but it wasn't the showcase art, so that's pretty cool. May have it enter battlefield as a copy of permanent you control, except it's legendary and snow in addition to its other types. And if it's a creature, it enters with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it, and has changeling. So that's pretty cool. This is definitely going into my Gore Muldruk deck, and that's the guy that makes all the salamanders. The deck is so much fun. It's not super powerful, but I've won a few games with it, and my whole goal of the deck is to make as many salamanders as I can. I think one turn I had shoot, how many did I have? I think I had basically 3 copies of Gore Muldruk out. Um, so I ended up making, I think, 7 or maybe more salamanders on at instep. So it's pretty cool. Um, but I also had some people scoop when I had I think I had Gore Muldruk out, and then I had either Spark Double or Sakashima of Thousand Faces out, copying Gore Muldruk, and then I write a replication kicked whichever one was the copy, the non-legendary one. And basically, I think everybody scooped at that point. But it was awesome. I was like, yes! But I was like, let me make salamanders, please. um, but overall, this has been a really good box. Hopefully, the rest are as good. At least I think it has been pretty good. Got quite a few mythics, a lot of cards that I want, and a lot of really. I haven't seen this one yet. Create a bird with flying, gain 2 life. Whenever one or more creatures you control with flying deal combat damage to a player, look at the player's hand and draw a card. You may put a card you own from outside the game on top of your library. Huh. I don't know how good that's going to be. That might go in the Azorius Flyers, or the Esper Flyer one. Rootless U. Ooh, another showcase. Herald, King of Skemfar. Golgari and a generic 3 mana, 3/2 with Menace, Elf Warrior. When it enters battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an Elf Warrior or Tavar card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Well, that's cool because I've got quite a few warriors and elves, and I even got the Tavar. So yeah, hot sauce draft, huh? That'd be cool. Yeah, I really like that show. It's he actually does really good. Ooh, all right. So that makes 2 of these. Oh, no, this one's foil. Svella Ice Shaper. Cool, cool, cool. Rise of the Dreadmarn, 3 mana instant. Create X 2/2 black zombie berserker creature tokens, where X is the number of non-token creatures that died this turn with a foretell cast of 1. I really like this card. Uh, Seems pretty good to me. The 3 seasons, we saw one of these earlier. Batter Shield Warrior and a Surtland Frostpire. Yeah. Yeah, his show is really awesome. He does a really good job at the interview. Like, you would think it'd be some kind of memey, janky thing, but he actually has really good questions. Does a lot of research. I'm sure it's not just him. He's got a team of people, but they do really deep down research into the people they're interviewing, and like half the time they're not expecting whoever they're interviewing isn't expecting how good an interview that they actually give, and it just also happens that you get to see them eat these hot sauces and freak out, and their mouths are burning, and they're chugging milk and water, and I don't know, it's really good. Yeah, I really like the show. And I got, oh man, it's hard. I got these sweet shoes that I bought that have the hot one symbol on it, and on the tongue it's got their let's do it this way. They're one of their things. It's got the Scoville ratings of it. And then on the bottom, it's got chicken wings on the sole of the shoe. So I got those for myself for Christmas, and and now I got these hot sauces. So yeah, pretty cool. Um, really, it's and he gets people from all celebrities from everywhere. A lot of musicians, movie stars. He's got other like Gordon Ramsay's been on there. I think her name's Padma's been on there. So like celebrity chefs and things. Uh, just all kinds of people. It's really cool. So really worth watch. It's on YouTube. Uh, Skemfar Avenger, 2 mana, Elf Berserker, 3/1. When another non token Elf Berserker you control dies, you draw a card, lose life. Alright. Follow the Imposter, Rune of Flight, and Great Hall of Starnheim. Last pack, Angel. Last pack. Wish me luck. Not that I really need it. I've already got a lot of really good cards out of here. We got a Demon Berserker. We got the Ice Tunnel, the Blue-Black Island Swamp. And we got another God. That's pretty cool. Zegrid, God Favored. Although this one's not super good, but Flash, protection from God creatures. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a God, it's God Favored. Protection from God creatures. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target attacking or blocking creature until Zegrid leaves the battlefield. So, pretty cool. Another Poison the Cup, Giant's Amulet, and ooh, I don't think I've opened one of these yet. So another Angel, Firja, Judge of Valor, Valor. I guess is probably it, not Valor. It's not like fake velvet. Legendary creature, Angel Cleric, 2/4 for 2 white, black, black. Flying lifelink. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 into your hand, and the rest in your graveyard. This is pretty cool. And then we've got our commons. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty, like I said, I don't think I'd gotten that uncommon one yet. So lots of angels. I know Angel's excited, but overall, yeah, I can't believe. I think the shoe had a little bit of dirt on it. So, but overall, pretty good box, I think. I got what 6 mythics. And really, at least I know a lot of people want to build this one, the one that's got the 5-color enchantment on the back. Pretty desirable. Nico Eris, I think, is decent. I think it's pretty. I don't know how good it's going to be in standard or limited or anything, but Commander, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good card. I don't know if it's going to be great, but obviously Tybalt is going to be amazing. I think Tavar Kel could be pretty good in an Golgari Elf Ball. Haunting Voyage, I don't think's really that great. I might play it in my Dimir zombie deck. I don't really know. Resplendent Marshal, I think will go in my mono white deck that I have. So overall, I think pretty cool. Did get a few of the rares, especially this Glorious Protector. I think is going to be the foil rare is going to be amazing. So we'll see. I might have to do a video in like a week or two and see how bad these foils curl. But for now, I mean they're pretty straight. So we'll see how they last. I bet that's a flip card, the one where that is in the middle. Nope, no flip cards. I guess I didn't get you flip ones. But yeah, overall, I think they're pretty good quality, so I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I think this was a pretty good box opening. But I think that's all I got for tonight. I've been talking for a solid almost 2 hours now, hour and 45 minutes. Yeah, for sure. The Japanese cards are better. I think the Commander Legends, I had a mix of European and English cards, and the European ones were definitely a lot better as well. So we'll see how. I'm assuming everything I got so far is from Japan. Maybe not the pre-release kits. I don't know where those are going to be printed at, but I'm assuming all the booster boxes are from Japan. I don't know about the collector boosters because those don't come out for another week, so we'll have to see on that. But um, yeah, but I guess I'll talk to you later, Angel. And anybody else who watches this later, I'll be posting on YouTube to share as soon as I get done streaming it, start processing it. So everybody have a good night, and I will see you next time.